5 years ago, I found a lump in my armpit. It turned out to be breast cancer. I went through endless treatments, only to find the following year that the tumor had returned in exactly the same spot. Thankfully, I've been cancer-free for the past 2.5 years, but it was not an easy journey. I couldn't find credible information or support to help me change the habits I needed to. I was never told that getting enough physical activity could reduce my risk of recurrence by 30 to 40%. Half of us will get cancer. As we get better at treating it, it's being increasingly experienced as a long-term condition. In fact, it's one of many long-term illnesses affecting the UK today. Each year, over 140 million sick days are taken, costing businesses £29 billion and a further 30k per leaver. Many long-term conditions are preventable through lifestyle changes, including cancer, nearly 40% of cases. We all know we need to exercise and eat healthy, but we find it difficult to motivate ourselves. We believe health coaching is the way forward, helping companies coach their people to better health and increased engagement while reducing churn. For individuals, coaching helps them make small yet achievable changes and be proactive in their well-being. Liminal provides technology-enabled coaching to people affected by cancer and other long-term conditions, including diabetes, heart disease, and most recently, long COVID. Liminal uses a SaaS model, enabling employers to regularly support their people. Employees are smart matched to one of our accredited coaches based on their preferences. We use technology to create a seamless and beautiful experience for both coach and client. We send nudges, and we capture the most poignant moments of sessions for clients to keep. Using our data, we will automate a lot of the process, allowing people to self-navigate through content modules. Imagine your employer offering you regular health tests alongside coaching and content to help you make any necessary lifestyle changes. In July, we ran a pilot. 6 people had 2 free coaching sessions, and 2 paid for a third. They loved it. We saw a 61% increase in feelings of control and had a very high Net Promoter Score of positive 83. We've also developed exciting partnerships. We have 2 signed pilot employers and been accepted on 2 health sector support programs, providing connections to the NHS and valuable feedback. Starting in the UK, if we reach 1% of the 18 million people living with chronic conditions, that represents a market of over £150 million. Our ambition is to scale globally. Around £500 million over the last 2 years has been invested globally in long-term health tech. We're positioning ourselves to be early leaders in this space in Europe. Our deep experience of the patient perspective, content creation, and building partnerships gives us a differentiating strength. We have a fantastic team. I've formed high-profile partnerships building Fair by Design, a £10 million VC fund, and £1 million campaign to end the poverty premium. Christine, my co-founder and CMO, has over 20 years' experience developing engaging content and marketing for global brands. She's also faced a long-term condition herself. We've built our MVP using pro bono support from 2 exceptional product leaders, and our advisors span the charity, clinical psychology, and tech sectors. We've created Liminal because I wish it had existed 5 years ago. Our vision is a world where everyone finds it easy to be proactive about their health. Join us.
So Candice, how will you measure success? How will you prove to users and employers that your product is effective?
So we have 2 main audiences, I guess. We have employers and we have the individuals who are using the coaching. First of all, with employers, we want to work with our pilot employers to develop KPIs that mean something to them. So that could include increased engagement, increased productivity, and reduced churn, depending on what they already measure with their workforce. That's on the employer side. With users, we really want to make sure that our coaching is effective. So we're using 2 different types of surveys. First, the EQ5D, which is a validated quality of life survey widely used across the NHS. We'll be giving people the survey before their first coaching session and after their last coaching session to see what difference we've made. The second survey is because coaching is so bespoke for each individual person that each person will have their own goal. So what we're going to do is ask each person, what was your goal, and to what extent have you met that goal once a month over 6 months, to see exactly what our coaching has done in their lives. And finally, we'll be asking them for feedback on us operationally and on our coaches.
So Christine, how will you keep customers engaged over time?
Yeah, so this is something that I'm really excited about. It's, for the last 20 years, I've been creating content specifically to engage customers for brands. So from our point of view, we have two customers actually. We have the HR leaders and employers, and we also have the patients, the people suffering from long-term illnesses. And what this gives us the opportunity is in both cases to create really compelling content for them. From an HR perspective, they really don't understand how to connect with people who have long-term illnesses, what to do when they find out they're diagnosed. So from the beginning of finding that out to already helping them through their journey, we can create content for them. We also really know how important it is to develop case studies and develop information around how other employers have used us. So things like case studies and thought leadership are going to play a huge part, not just in terms of engaging those employers, but also in building our pipeline. And then from the patient perspective, that's where it also gets incredibly exciting. The future of what we're doing is really about taking content modules, putting them in front of patients alongside the coaching so they can really help them understand how to improve what they're doing through their illness and get them to a better place and a better outcome in their journey.
Candice, the coaches are obviously a critical part of your business. How will you find them and vet them?
So we're starting with 8 incredible coaches who have all been personally recommended to us through our network. Coaching is an unregulated space in the UK. And so what we've done is work with experts to put together a process where we rate coaching accreditation and certification programs. A lot of it's based on whether those programs have a code of ethics that the coaches have to meet, as well as whether they have to do continuing professional development. And finally, we ask for references for all of our coaches.
What are the critical things to get right?
So we are really looking forward to bringing on board a head of product to join our team. They will be leading our product roadmap and helping us bring on board the development team that will create our own bespoke platform over the next year. So they are a critical hire for us, and we're looking forward to bringing on an exceptional individual. Our next priority is actually sales and continuing to develop and build on the traction that we've already had with employers. So speaking to more employers and bringing some more on board. And then finally, fundraising. We are kicking off our fundraise today, and we can't accomplish all the other things we want to do without fundraising. So that's it.
Christine, when someone suffers from a long-term health condition, it's not only the people themselves who suffer, but also the people around them. Are you planning a product for the close friends and family as well?
We've gotten this question a lot, and we know that both family and friends suffer just as much. Sometimes they require just as much support as the patient. So allowing us to provide health coaching to those people as well is absolutely a part of our product plan.
To join Liminal, supporting those living with long-term health conditions, head to demoday.antler.co/London and use the Get in Touch form.